This might be the most important video I've ever made because something is happening right now in America. Hello, friends. I know there's a lot going on right now, and many of us feel like we're losing our grip on reality. We've been gaslit and lied to so many times that it's hard to know what to believe anymore. But I want you to know something. I am right here with you. I'm right here with you. Despite everything happening around us, I have never been more proud of my fellow Americans. Truly, I am. It is so profound to see as many people as I have standing up saying something, wherever you may be. I'm seeing more and more people who've never made a video before, never started a channel, showing up online and speaking their minds. And while it's sad that it has come to this, it's also encouraging because it shows that we are not alone. Despite our many differences and flaws, what I admire most about Americans is our ability to set those differences aside when it truly matters. The flame that burned when this nation was founded is beginning to reignite, my friends. That's my actual belief. And I'm proud to say that because it is about time. For a long time, I thought that the flame had been completely extinguished, and maybe it was, but I don't think it was. I think it was smoldering beneath the surface like a volcano, ready to erupt. And every American voice speaking up right now saying we will not tolerate tyranny proves that. People are drawing lines in the sand, especially when it comes to protecting our children. The abuse and exploitation of children is a line that should never be crossed. It's a line that should never be tolerated, really, by anyone, not just Americans, but by anyone, let alone those in positions of power. We've already lost American lives in conflicts that many people feel they never even had a say in, and with every life lost, you can feel the pressure building. I never imagined I would be someone speaking publicly about this, um, publicly at any point for any reason, really, but especially for this. I'm actually a pretty introverted person. I value my privacy. But if speaking up is what it takes, then so be it. Because the truth is, privacy barely exists anymore anyway. Our data is tracked constantly, what we watch, what we buy, where we go, what music we listen to, what cars we drive, how much money we make, how much money we spend, where we spend it, how we spend it. Even what we like to eat is monitored and exploited. Everything is monitored, analyzed, and used to influence us. Yet the people at the very top often live behind layers of privacy and protection most ordinary people will never experience. Private jets, private islands, private deals behind closed doors. Meanwhile, the rest of us are tracked like data points in a system designed to sell us things and shape our behavior. So the question becomes, why are they so powerful? Why are they capable of doing this? How are they capable of doing this? Well, friends, in case you don't know, money, obviously. Money. Why else does anybody do literally anything? It is money. Money is the reason. Money creates power, power then creates control, and when money and power combined with zero accountability creates corruption. Corruption follows after that. So, there you go. Many people still believe the explanations are given about what's happening in the world, and that's a huge problem. I am hopeful and I am very proud of how many people are starting to not believe that anymore because I mean, at this point it's almost obvious. It's almost like they're getting so they're so they believe that we are so dumb. And I've said this before. There is a file in the files that says there's an email that literally said that they can convince people of anything, that the media holds the cards and the people are sheep. Okay? So they genuinely believe that you are so stupid that they don't even have to try. Like they're just getting sloppy at this point. And it's almost insulting. It's an insult to my intelligence, really, when they do such like sloppy work. I'm like, at least try a lot. At least try to convince me. Like the Clinton depositions right now. At least try to convince me that you weren't on the island. Try a little, please. Anyway, moving on. So many people still believe the explanations they're given about what's happening. I understand that. And the reason why I understand that is because I used to be one of those people. Okay, believe it or not, folks, I didn't just wake up one morning and suddenly question everything I believed. It took years of challenging my own assumptions. It took uncomfortable conversations, research, reflection, some extra brain cells, maybe. And yes, even the so-called conspiracy theorists who never gave up trying to get me to think differently. And to those people, I say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Truly, thank you. And you know who you are. I am sorry for the times that I dismissed you. I'm sorry for the times I said you were crazy. Because if I know anything, that's definitely getting my payback now. Um, but yeah, I'm sorry for that, and now it's my turn to pay that forward. Because if we're going to change anything, if we're going to correct the course of this country, then each of us has to do our part. Whether that be creating a channel and going through the files ourselves and showing that to other people so that they can see what it is, and it's not just clickbait videos of people talking about all of the horrific things that people were doing in the files. Like, we know all that. We know how horrific what was happening. But like, let's find out who are the people in the files they don't want us looking for. What is the information? What we need somebody to read in between the lines. Okay? And if that's my part in this, then that's my part in this. Whatever that part may be. And that might even include looking into other scenarios. I've had people in my comments asking me, "Oh, can you look into this? Can you investigate that?" I mean, because that's how little trust we have in our own system now, to the point where it's actually up to the people if we want to get real information and look into get real investigations done into situations that are very um I don't know, I guess for lack of a better term, not thoroughly looked into. People have gone missing that is very suspicious, that it's almost as if they purposely are not looking into it. Yeah, I guess it's into our hands then, that like we're just not going to accept that anymore. I speak on behalf of all Americans when I say we are not going to accept that anymore. We want thorough and accurate, full on investigations. And we don't just want the investigation, we want accountability. I don't just want the rest of the files, I want people to be held accountable for them, for their part in whatever they were doing on the island or with Jeffrey or whatever was going on there. I don't care. I want accountability. Thank you. I just, that it is what it is. We're not going to tolerate anything less. We're just not. And whatever war is going to be started over it, whatever alien documents they pull out of their back pocket, I don't care what they throw at us. I don't care if it's Jim Carrey. I don't care what it is. The distractions are not working anymore because they're fed up with it. To the point where people are, like I said, they're making their own channels. I myself, I'm not somebody who really was willing to get on a camera and just say like, "Hey guys, this is my thoughts." But the problem is that if we don't do it, then who will? If we don't start addressing this, I mean, at the end of the day, this is our home. This is our country. This is where we live. This is where we live. If someone like our current president or even former presidents or people who make billions and billions of dollars a year, if the country gets bad enough here, you see it, they just leave. They just leave. Ellen, all of them, they're just like, "Oh, I'm fed up. I'm going to leave. I'm going to go to a different country." And they just do it. They get on their private jet and they fly to a different country. And they just walk right in like they own the place. Because they probably do. But for you and me, we're stuck here after they destroy everything. After they're done abusing our children and ruining our education system and ruining our economy and getting us trillions of dollars of debt and sending us off to die in their wars, they just leave. And we're left here. So it's up to us, guys. I know we don't want to believe that, but it's the reality at this point. And if you don't see If you don't see that by now, it's not going away. It's not going away. It's going to show up right on your doorstep in the form of a draft order, potentially. Oh, yeah, that's a thing. So we're in this together, whether we like it or not. We're going to have to be united, whether we like it or not. I don't care what color your hair is. I don't care. I don't care what color your hair is. Do you agree that we should not be abusing children and that we need to be united to make sure that we don't end up in a forever war and we don't end up getting, you know, attacked ourselves? Do you agree that we would like to own a home at some point? Do you agree that we would like a better future for our children than what is currently projected for them? Then I don't care what color your hair is. I don't care if you're vaccinated or not. I don't care what your political affiliation is. I don't care who you voted for. If we can agree on all the other things I just said, then we can work together on the same team. Because we have a common denominator enemy, and that is everybody who doesn't agree with that. So every one of us has to do our own part, and not through hatred and not through division, but through a shared commitment to protecting the future. And right now, that future is our children. We should all be able to agree that protecting them from exploitation and abuse is non negotiable. Accountability matters, truth matters, justice matters. And there are answers that need to come out, and they should come out. Because a society that refuses to protect its children is a society that has lost its moral compass. But I don't believe we've lost ours. I believe Americans still care. I believe Americans still have courage. And most importantly, we are not hopeless. Let me repeat that. We are not hopeless. We are Americans. And it's about time we start showing everybody what that looks like, what that means, what that represents. And it's not left versus right and up versus down. It's protecting what is right. It's freedom and true freedom. It's justice, accountability, true accountability. It's being rewarded for hard work. I always believed if you don't work, you don't eat. Now it's if you don't work 120 plus hours a week, you don't eat. Good luck buying a home. That's not America. And if it is, I don't want to live there. And neither should you. We need to hold ourselves to a higher standard, people. And that's what I'm saying is, and that's why it's so beautiful because you're seeing more and more people step up and say, I will not tolerate what is going on in this country. And we shouldn't. Because what we tolerate is what we allow. And I'm sorry, but I refuse to live anywhere where it is allowed and tolerated to treat people the way that we've been treated and to treat children in this country the way that they've been treated. Absolutely not. There needs to be a boundary between what we will accept and what we will not accept. So we are not hopeless. We are Americans, and it's about time we start acting like it.